welcome back to Update Novi. Welcome, Mayor, on your favorite nice blue sofa.
Yes, good to be back.
Good to be back.
To be back here in the fall Michigan here, going on. Can't believe it already.
You know, last episode, we were talking about redevelopment. We specifically talked about Bushes and some other sites. Perfect time to bring on a special guest and chat with us about, I think, one of the most amazing redevelopment resurgences in Novi. Mary Ledermann's here from 12 Mile Crossing at Fountain Walk.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
What's your title? Jack. I would say Jack of all trades, Queen of all trades, but like what?
I'm community engagement and property management, but I tell people I do events and marketing and property management.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you have a long-standing history with kind of Novi in the community as well, right? Your prior position.
Yeah. So I used to work at the Novi Chamber, so I met a lot of people through a lot of people in business through that.
Exactly.
And
so you have those connections and the networks.
Connection.
Exactly.
Yeah. And everything that I did there, I just kind of transferred over to this job.
Right.
Set you up for this great job and all the success, because I don't want to give you all the credit because that wouldn't be fair to our friends, the owners.
Right. No.
Who really how long have you been there? 2 years?
2 years.
So I was going to say 3 or 4 years ago, owner Michael Zimmerman, his company reached out to our then city manager and was like, we need to get involved. Like, we've got this great space. When you talk about placemaking and community events, like, let's use it. Like, I want to be involved. How can we help? What can we do to partner? And then COVID hit.
Right.
And then council...
That sure threw a wrench in a lot of different plans, that COVID thing. If we could just
sure
kind of
did,
forget
right?
about that, that'd be great.
So then COVID hit, and then council member and friend of yours, Julie Madej, saw a lot of other cities moving things to outside, right? Like holding festivals, restaurants. Remember, I mean, who would have thought we'd be crazy in Michigan sitting outside in 40, 30 degree weather with a little propane heater eating dinner to go out, right? Everybody remembers.
That's what COVID did to us. You know, we wanted to get out
got
there.
Us outside.
And it was amazing the innovations that the restaurants and the businesses did to get us through that, right?
Right. And so the owners at 12 Mile Crossing at Fountain Walk were like, we want to be involved. We want to help make this happen. And Julie's like, we need a winter market. We need something. We need to get on the bandwagon and do what other communities are doing. And that's really, I think, where our partnership really got some legs and took off. And we held what is now Light the Lights at 12 Mile Crossing at Fountain Walk with you all, and drew people to a winter market. You created a social district, which I don't even know if those were a thing before that. Those were just getting started too, right?
I would say the social districts took off during COVID as well. I think you saw them in some more like a downtown area, but to have it within like a fully encompassed development center like that. But no, I think it's been great. Tell us, how have the people responded to it?
People have responded really well. I mean, in the winter when it's cold, it's a little less desirable, but when we've had nice weather, and look at how nice it stayed this year.
Yeah, we've had a great fall.
People love to walk around, especially when we have events going on.
Okay.
Or if they're waiting for a restaurant, you know, they're waiting for their time. So they can get a drink, they can walk around, and we've really tried to make Fountain Walk be a place where people can come and feel comfortable and just hang out. I mean, it's really a place you could come all day long.
So for someone who might not know exactly what the social district is, you want to kind of give the basics on that, and what are the boundaries? Tell us a little bit about and who might participate as well.
Okay, so it's adults, 21 and over. The boundaries go really, it encompasses the whole square area. There's 65 acres. So it goes from 12 Mile to Fountain Walk Drive, from Cabaret to Donaldson. So you could walk anywhere in that area with a drink. So when you go into a restaurant, you tell them you want a to-go cup. They will give you a plastic 16-ounce cup, or no more than 16 ounce. It will have the business name. It will have a logo that says Social District, and then you can take that out and walk around anywhere. And we have picnic tables that you can go sit at around the property, or you just walk around and see what we have, or when we have events going on. The only thing you cannot do is you cannot take that cup and walk into another business with that cup. You have to be outside with it.
But and it's got the checks and the accountability. That's why the sticker's there to make sure no one's selling to minors and all those things. So it's a great tool that the city can promote, and obviously Fountain Walk has done a great job with it.
Yeah, and it really is beneficial and helps create the opportunity for your events.
Absolutely.
And I'm thinking outdoor music, right? It is where my mind is specifically going. Because not only did you all partner on the very first Light the Lights, Winter Wine and Whimsy is what we called it then, but you also have partnered with our Street Sounds, our old summer concerts on Tuesday nights. I think they were. Are they still Tuesdays?
They're still Tuesday.
Still Tuesdays, which were in a park. And I'm not going to say not wonderfully attended, but could use a boost. You all were like, let's partner. City provides the stage. You guys get the music. People have the opportunity. Chief and I went. I think you guys went to a couple of them.
Yep.
And it's packed. It is. That has really taken off.
And I think you expanded the number of times too, because I think the summer concert series was a couple, but you guys had 8, 9, 10 different weeks this summer, right?
So the first year, we kind of just dipped our toe in to see whether or not people would actually come. So we only had 5 concerts. And I just remember the very last concert, when I announced it was the last concert, people were disappointed. So this summer, we expanded it to 8 concerts. So it pretty much stretches, from the middle of June to the middle of August. So it's been really popular. People have liked coming out. I think they're getting used to the idea. Like the first year, they were still not sure what it was all about. Now they expect it. They count on it. It's so fun because I see regulars there. The same people over and over again are showing up, coming to it along with other people.
Right. I loved it. Some of the bands that you had this past summer were ones that kind of reminded me of my early 20s and stuff like that. And I think it was the Mega 80s that were there, that when I told all my soccer parent friends, they all went crazy and wanted to join as well. I saw some regulars who kind of get around the stage and they were dancing. I personally, like I tried to hit Bar Louie one time. I was over at the Hub one time. I was upstairs on the Hub, which was a pretty cool experience to be looking down on the stage. So a lot of different ways to enjoy it as well, participating in the different businesses and the different areas to watch. So it was an awesome event.
And I think you guys have done a great job too. We're talking about the social district and the alcohol component, but you've also added a family component. So you've got you've got cornhole, you've got giant games,
Connect Four.
Jenga,
Connect Four,
and Connect Four. Like it's a family vibe too.
Absolutely. We took our kids. So some of them had soccer. Tuesday night's a tough one for us for soccer sometimes, but when we could, we'd come right from soccer and at least enjoy the last hour or so.
And being a Tuesday night, I feel like is more of a family night. If it were maybe the weekend, you might get a lot more drinking. But I think that people are coming. They're utilizing our restaurants to go in and get food and come outside and sit and eat and drink and enjoy the music.
So we've talked about the event component, but the Resurgence isn't just the community event part. I think what amazes me, and we've been here, I don't know how long you've been really, I know you live close, but what you knew about the history of the center. I know, Mayor, you and I go back decades to when it was first developed. And to say it struggled, the concept was just brilliant, but it just wasn't with the 12 Oaks Mall across the street. I mean, I can remember times when there was, imagine, Galleons before Dick's, the Great Indoors,
Buffalo Wild Wings,
and Buffalo Wild Wings. I mean, there maybe the Chuck E. Cheese. There was not a lot of businesses. So I think one of the key components of this Resurgence is you're fully occupied.
We have one place that needs
pretty darn
occupation.
close.
We're
so
99%.
Think about that.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing, right?
Yep.
When you look at retail centers that places come, places go. I mean, you can look around, the Metro Detroit area. How many times do you go to a shopping center and there's a vacancy, et cetera?
Right.
So to know that let's just say you're 95% occupied is pretty amazing, right?
Well, and it's more than just the being occupied, it's being occupied with the right tenants. So Michael Zimmerman's been great about bringing in businesses that are going to bring other people in. And he's kind of created a brand for 12 Mile Crossing. You have 12 Oaks, which is shopping, West Oaks,
Right.
which is shopping.
Right.
We're more the food and fun. We're the entertainment destination to come to. So we got an identity now.
I think that's an important aspect, right? Because just bringing anything in, now you're competing with the other local areas, like you said, the 12 Oaks
Right.
and the West Oaks as well. Some of the great names that you've brought in this last year. Let's hear, what are some of your favorites? What are you most excited about?
I will never say I have a favorite.
Okay, fair enough.
But obviously Ford's Garage brings in a ton of people. We have a new restaurant. Well, they're relatively new. Meat Moot Smoking, which I know people are like, what is that? It's a Turkish restaurant.
Yep.
We're like the third or fourth in the U.S. It's big, globally. And they smoke their meats for like 24, 16 hours, something like that. It smells delicious through the whole place.
And they're right in the center, kind of like in that area by Hub and Axe Throwing and Bar Louie.
Well, and bringing up the Hub, I think Hub is still trying to find their place, get people to know exactly what they are. So they have axe throwing, they have ice curling, they have cornhole, they have football bowling. But you can also just go in there for dinner or for lunch. They have amazing food. So it's not just a place you can go do an activity and get some food. Just go in there for a meal.
Yep.
And it's delicious. And they have a lot of, because we've used them for different events, they have tons of space that you can use. In fact, when we do the street sounds, if it rains, we move up to their music lounge.
Yep, and we've used that for like police and fire, award ceremony as well. It's a great
hosted
award.
Dinners, and they've got I was super excited the last time we were there to hear that they're turning what they had carved out space for an upscale restaurant into really an event space.
Yes.
A banquet, if
A
you would.
beautiful
A
space.
beautiful upscale. Anybody looking for a retirement party, a baby shower, wedding. I mean,
Someone
it's
was
amazing.
running a line dancing class, if I
up
recall,
in the music lounge.
upstairs
Yeah,
when we
that's
were out
true.
for the
That's
music
true.
fest. So yeah, they've done a lot of. They opened that up for a lot of great different events.
Yeah,
so.
it's a great place for pretty much anything that you need. They have space for it.
So we talk about entertainment. I mean, not just adult too. You have launch,
Yep,
aqua tots,
yep.
the putting
Edge.
edge.
We have a new place called Kid Chemist, which
Kid
is,
Chemist.
they tried to make chemistry fun. Your kids would be great for this. They try to make chemistry fun for young children
Okay.
so they don't get turned off from it.
There's,
what
so
else?
there's something for
Full
everybody
throttle,
to do.
yeah.
Full throttle, Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, it's there, right?
Yeah.
And then the
Escape room.
movies, the mainstay. And
Yeah,
the
the
escape
escape room
room.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And that's what I do love about. I mean, everything. I'm there either for swimming lessons for my kids or my daughter. She will eat a whole Buddy's pizza herself,
Yeah,
or
right.
or I'm there with friends doing X golf and hitting up Ford's Garage.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's the opportunities are truly endless when it comes
Right,
to
and it's
to
family
what's
entertainment.
there.
There's something for everybody.
Exactly.
Oh, and you know what? To say that you guys are good community partners is an understatement, right? Like you're always the first ones to say, "Hey, we'll be involved. Hey, we'll host. Hey, we'll sponsor. We'll show up. We'll do whatever." So we, as a city, I speak on behalf of not just our community relations team, but our entire city staff, that we really appreciate that. And you guys really set the mark and the example to follow as far as being community partners.
Well, thank you. We love the partnership. Michael Zimmerman, this is kind of like his baby. He loves this outdoor space. The restrictions on winter make it a little tough sometimes, but the ability to be able to do fun things, but having you guys as partners help us make some of those things happen that we wouldn't otherwise be able to do as easily.
What's your favorite event?
Well, I'm partial to street sounds. I love the energy. I always get a little stressed out about the weather, leading up to the concert. Like, is it going to rain? Are people going to come? And then, usually it's a little slow at the beginning and I get a little nervous. And then all the people come and the energy is there and the music is there and it's just fun. Yeah.
But speaking of partnerships and big events, we have a big one coming up in
We do.
November, right?
Oh, yeah. Well,
I
we
do love
partner
that
with.
one as
So,
well,
you
yes.
know, and
Yeah.
another good family-friendly event too,
Yes.
right? So
We do. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, so we have Up the Lights, or Light the Lights
Lights.
coming. It's a great community event. It's
big special guest that sometimes arrives,
yes,
right?
Yes,
So
a special guest we won't name. We have the tree lighting, and I mean, where else can you find fireworks in November?
Right?
It just doesn't happen. So to be there, have the music playing, have the tree being lit, which just brings out the excitement of the season, and then look up above the tree and see the fireworks going off. I mean, it's just amazing.
Yep.
It was last year was just over the top, so much fun.
I'd like to think it was not only the big guest that arrives, but maybe the new mayor at the
Well,
time.
yes.
But I don't
Notice
know.
I didn't
Cheryl's
name
giving
who
me
it was. We were talking about you.
Friday, November 15th,
Yep.
6 to 9, 12-mile crossing at Fountain Walk, light the lights. The big guest, big guest, I guess in size, stature, everything. Santa
Yeah.
makes his arrival to Novi
Novi.
that evening. We have live music. So, I mean, so much fun. The streets, the center streets are closed down. Stage is there.
The
we have
fire
live
pits.
music. The fire
pits.
pits. There'll be roasted almonds and popcorn and mini donuts and that.
And all the games are out at that time too.
Absolutely.
If I
All the
recall.
games.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we just, interestingly enough, we just got waterproof cornhole boards. So you can be out there in the winter and playing cornhole.
Oh, that's
Oh, there you
fun.
go.
Yeah.
That's super fun. Crafts for the kids, character visits. There is so much to do that night and come out and share as we kick off the holiday spirit. And I think the one thing that I just find amazing is it's free.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can come out and join, and it's free to attend. Free visits with Santa,
Yeah.
and super fun.
That's the one thing I've really noticed about Novi is how many free activities there are
Mm-hmm.
to bring the community together. You know, it's not, you don't have to pay for a ticket. You can just come out and enjoy it as part of the community, and you're welcome. Everybody's welcome.
Right.
So it's just a really nice feel.
Well, again, I think we want to thank you for the partnership on that event. It's amazing, and all the awesome events that you guys throw. The Great Resurgence has been amazing to
It is
see.
amazing. I do want to give a big plug to Vibe Credit Union. I know they're not a part of your center, but they're right across the street
They
from
are.
you all, so they might as well be a part of your center for all intents and purposes. But without Vibe's partnership, the fireworks would not happen.
Right.
They have been there from the beginning of this event, and they are a premier sponsor. You all help host it, and they sponsor so willingly every year and help light the lights that
oh my
night.
gosh, it's
and
so fun.
and Stuff a Squad Car will be there too, and that's a big initiative of not only our Novi Police Department but Vibe Credit Union. So the event is free, but if you have a desire to give back, please bring a unwrapped toy and
It's wrapped or unwrapped?
unwrapped
Okay.
Unwrapped toy.
unwrapped toy.
Yep.
And Stuff the Squad Car.
Where is that going to be? Right in front of Imagine? Good.
Yeah, right in front of Imagine. So good stuff.
Yeah, we're excited. I can't wait. I mean, it's hard to believe because the weather has been so nice, but we're
Let's
quickly
keep
keep
it
it
nice.
nice.
we were
Let's
the-
keep
I think
it nice.
that was again. I think the big man in the red suit and the new mayor made it exciting last year. But I think the weather was good. So hopefully,
good.
yeah, we had
So
awesome weather last
good.
year.
So
well, and just so
Hopefully
you
we can
know,
do
we're
that
already
again.
hanging our Christmas lights. We're getting them out there.
Oh,
You
geez.
know, so
Oh, geez.
we're gearing up for this big event.
That's exciting.
I love
The
it.
weather's supposed to be good this week. Next week's not looking so good. So we
But it's going to bounce back up.
Yeah,
So
it's
the
gonna
bounce
15th,
back.
Yeah.
15th of November, going to be back in the 70s, hopefully.
Yeah, we
so.
have nothing but great weather there.
Let's do 50s. If it's in the 50s, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
I shoot high and
Okay.
Well, you know, we've had some pretty cold weather, so we can only go up from there.
Yeah,
there
our
have been
city
some cold years.
manager and I, we laugh about that first year all the time. Laugh like now, looking back, it was raining sideways. It was the tents were flooding. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So last year, if we could repeat, it was
It was nice.
absolutely perfection. So
Be good.
Good stuff. Thanks again.
Oh,
Thank
sure. Thanks
you
for having me on.
Thanks for partnering. Thanks for hosting. And truly thank you to 12 Mile Crossing, Michael Zimmerman, for investing and reinvesting.
And all the businesses. And all the businesses that you partner with, that you bring in there, and the investment that they make into the community too. So
in Novi, because it really has become a showcase property for us and draws people in. So look forward to watching what you guys do. I know
coming up with new events.
I know you do the barbecue fest, the taco, it's always something fun to do.
This year we have end of June we have a fine arts fair for the first time. We have an Asian fest, so we're constantly trying to bring things in. We just got done with our trick-or-treating event. We had a charity event that we, again, with the city, we did the Pink Out event,
right?
Raising money for
the
Ascension.
Sign the Pink Car.
Mm-hmm.
So good stuff.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate y'all.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys too.
Thanks.
Excited to see what 25 brings. 2025
I know, nothing but great things.
I think so.
Thanks for joining me, Mayor.
Of course.
Appreciate your time.
What's up next?
I don't know what's up next. It'll be the holiday one.
This is kind of like the pre-holiday one, and then.
Will Santa be here?
That would be a good update, Novi.
I think so.
Yeah.
That could be a good one.
Okay.
I mean, he's pretty busy at that time, but
He is
maybe
busy.
he can find
We'll
the
have
time.
to hit him up or kind of mid-November, late November, before it really ramps up for him.
Right.
So,
Yeah, we'll see. But maybe we can get him. Now Mary
Cheryl has
Mary's already laid the gauntlet.
spread the word.
Are you bringing Santa on? Well,
People will be so disappointed.
okay.
If
for the
anyone
millions
can pull it off, it's Cheryl.
Absolutely.
She has the most pull in this whole city.
She
We
has
all know that.
connections,
So.
Thank you both.
Of course.
And
Welcome.
thank you for tuning in for this episode of Update Novi. Until next time, take care.